Welcome back to the channel on the series of matrices and determinants. So I would love you to hit the subscribe button before continue watching the video because I would love to reach 1 million plus subscribers. So let's continue with the series. We are asked to evaluate the determinant of a what? Of a matrix, but this is a 3 by 3 determinant. So how do you do this? This is the quickest way of what? The quickest way of looking for the determinant of a matrix. What do we do? We have what we call the Sarrus rule. So the Sarrus rule says when you are asked to look for the what? The determinant of a matrix, what you do is this. You write the what? The columns, you write this 1 3 1 1 3 1 4 1 1 4 1. Then you rewrite the remaining first two columns. So I will write this again. I give me what? 1 3 4, and I rewrite this and I give me 1 1 3. Going from there, we can now use the what? We can now use the Sarrus rule. So the Sarrus rule says you what? You take 3 diagonals, 3 diagonals minus upward diagonals. That means 3 downward diagonals minus 3 upward diagonals. So 3 downward diagonals minus 3 upward diagonals. So what do you mean by that? This is it. So looking at this does not form a diagonal because it is one element. This can't form a diagonal because it is 2 elements. But this can form a diagonal. So we have 1 1 1 cancels out. We have 1 4 4 cancels out, and we have 1 3 1 cancels out. So that means for that to be 1 times 1 times 1 plus 1 times 4 times 4 plus 1 times 3 times 3. That will be the what? That will be the first step. Minus the upward diagonals. And how do you do that? This first one is 1 element that can work, 2 elements it can't work, but it can work with 3 elements. So 3 elements will be this 4 1 1, 3 4 1, and 1 3 1. So that will be minus 4 times 1 times 1 minus 3 times 4 times 1 minus 1 times 3 times 1. Now going by that, we now know 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 4 times 4 is what? Is 16. 1 times 3 times 3 is what? Is 9. And from there we now know this is what? 4 times 1 times 1 is what? Is 4. And 3 times 4 times 1, 3 times 4 times 1 is what? Is 12. 1 divided by 3 by 1 is what? Is minus 3. From there, can I find your answer? So that will be equals to 1 plus 16 is what? Is 17. 17 plus 9 is what? 1 plus 16 is 17. 17 plus 9. And 17 plus 9 is what? Is 26. Good. And that's 25 inches. And you have minus 4 minus 12 minus 3. And that will give me minus 19. So this minus 19 will give us what? 7. So your final answer is 7 by looking what? By using the Sarrus rule. This is the quickest method of what? Of looking for the determinant of a matrix. So let's go for an example. I'm using the same example but different question. Two 3 minus 5. I have 1 minus 3 7. I have 4 6 7, and I repeat the columns. So that is 2 3 minus 5. I repeat this column again 1 minus 3 7. Then from there I know this should be what? This column, I said this diagonal, and this diagonal. And it's 2 multiplied by minus 3 times 7 plus 1 times 6 times minus 5 plus 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 7 minus, I start with the what? Upward diagonals, which is what? This, and this, which is minus 5 multiplied by minus 3 multiplied by 4 minus 7 times 6 times 2, 7 times 6 times 2, minus 7 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 1. And this should give me what? It should give me minus 42. This should give me minus 30. And this should give me 84. For this, I'll be having 60. And here, I'll have 84 and 21. So you can see this cancels out this. Then when you add this up, you should get minus 153. And that will be the answer to what? To this determinant. But I would love us to try to test it with the what? With the normal method. To check it out if it's the same. So I start with the 2 here. I have 2. I have what? I have so 2 blocks this column and this row. So I'll be left with minus 3, 7, 6, and 7. Next, I've got minus of 1. Minus 1 block this column and this row. So I'll have 3, 6, minus 5, and 7. Because it block this column and this row. So 3, 6, minus 5, and 7. Minus 5 and 7. Last one. This 4 blocks this column and this row. Plus 4. So that is 3 minus 3 and 5 and 7. Good. Let's check it out if it's the same answer. So what will happen here? Here will be what? Here will be 2. Here will be minus 21 minus 42. And here will be minus 1. Right? And that will be what? 21 minus of minus 30. And then I'll have 4 of what? Of 21 minus 15. So that goes up to what? 2 minus 63. Right? That goes minus 1 of what? 21 plus 30. And this will be 4 in 6. So this will give us plus 51. And that gives us minus 126 minus 51 plus 24. And you know what this will give us? This will give us minus 153, which is the same with what? With Sarrus rule. So you can see either using Sarrus rule or using this, you get the same answer. So I prefer Sarrus rule because you are just what you are multiplying the diagonals of the what? Of the determinant. So let's go on to take a last example. Evaluate 1 minus 1 0 minus 2 1 1 minus 3 1 minus 2. So what that becomes? That will give us what? That will give us 1 minus 1 and 0 minus 2 1 and 1. You can try this before I finish up here. 1 and what? And minus 2. And you write the what? The first 2 columns. So I write this and I write this. And that will be what? 1 minus 1 and 0. And minus 2, 1 and 1. So I now have 5 columns. Then that will be what? Do it. So first diagonal, second, and third. So that will be 1 times minus 2 plus minus 2 times 1 times 0 multiplied by 0 plus minus 3 multiplied by minus 1 times 1 minus this goes with this. So 1 0 multiplied by 1 by minus 3. Right? Next one. This goes along this. That is 1 times 1 times 1. And this goes like this. Minus of minus 2 multiplied by minus 1 multiplied by minus 2. I think that's what you should have. You can check it. So this is minus 2 and here give us what? 0. Because this is multiplied by 0. This gives us plus 3. So you have a plus 3 here. This gives us 0 because it's a 0 here. So you have a minus 0. This gives us 1. And this gives us, this is plus 2 times that minus 4 times this and give us a what? A plus 4. So you can check it out. So I have minus 2 plus 3 is what? Is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So that goes out. So I'm left with what? My answer is 4. So you can see the power of what? Of Sarrus. Now before I finish the video, I would like you to what? To hit the subscription button so you can be notified when I drop new videos on what? Matches and determinants. Thank you.